Welcome back to the Unspoken Chair. Our last episode was heavy, but necessary. Today, we're taking a step out of the shadow and back toward the light. Every single one of us has, at some point, frozen in front of a goal so big it felt paralyzing. We wait for the perfect moment, for total certainty, for a wave of inspiration, and they never quite arrive. Today, we're breaking down how action actually works on a neurobiological and psychological level, and why small steps are the one scientifically backed way to rewrite your life, even when taking any step at all feels frightening. Take a breath. Get comfortable. You're home, and you're safe here. Research out of Harvard and Cambridge shows something fascinating. When we're facing a task that's too large or too undefined, the brain doesn't register it as an opportunity. It registers it as a physical threat. The amygdala activates, and we freeze. In practice, how do you outsmart this evolutionary defense mechanism and take that first step when the sheer size of a goal has knocked the ground out from under you? The brain hates giant tasks because they demand an enormous amount of energy and carry too much uncertainty. Shrinking a task down to a micro-action, writing one line, walking for 5 minutes, simply opening the document, brings anxiety down to almost nothing and quietly slips right past the amygdala's alarm system. In East Asian tradition, and in current research from the National University of Singapore, there's a lot of emphasis on the philosophy of micro-improvements, Kaizen. Neurochemically, dopamine isn't released when we cross a marathon finish line. It's released when we close out a small task. How do you learn to intentionally create that dopamine reward loop so your brain actually wants to keep moving forward? Motivation doesn't come before action. It's born inside the process itself. Marking even the smallest success gives your brain a quick hit of dopamine, one that shifts your internal state from "I'm tired and afraid" into "I'm actually doing this." European psychologists often point to the perfectionism trap. We convince ourselves that if we can't dedicate 5 hours or do something flawlessly, we might as well not start at all. Meanwhile, Dr. Kristen Neff's research shows that self-criticism actually blocks action, while self-compassion fuels it. Why does being hard on ourselves undermine discipline? And how do we learn to let ourselves do something imperfectly, but actually do it? Better to do something at 1% imperfectly than at 0% perfectly. Softening the standards we hold ourselves to lifts the emotional weight of shame around an imperfect result, freeing up the resource we actually need for the action itself. In fast-changing societies, like the MENA region, research shows a high fear of public failure, the sense that one mistake could permanently damage your status or reputation. How do we untangle this fear of rejection and start acting despite what others might think when we're changing careers, launching a project, or simply taking initiative? The fear of judgment is really the brain's attempt to protect us from being cast out of the group. But in the modern world, that fear is illusory about 90% of the time. Real courage isn't the absence of fear. It's understanding that your life belongs to you, not to everyone else's expectations of it. One last question, and it's the most immediate one. Research from Yale and Stanford's work on the psychology of action keeps circling back to one term: agency. The felt sense that I can influence what happens next. For someone listening right now, in their headphones, maybe in their car, what's one small, even silly little step they could take the moment this episode ends to take back a sense of control? You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. Big change is never built from one loud leap. It's built from a quiet, daily decision not to give up. If today's episode landed somewhere inside you, here's your invitation. Go do that one small thing you've been putting off. Today, right now even. Before you go, I'd love to know, what's your biggest takeaway from today's episode? Leave it in the comments below. Someone reading it might need that same small push tonight. Remember, this is a safe space, and you are always at home here. Thank you for being here with me today. Take care of yourself and believe in your next step. See you in the next episode of the Unspoken Chair. Don't forget to subscribe.